guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited about today's video. It's a tutorial on the look that I was wearing in my Sephora VIP sale haul. So many of you guys requested that I do a tutorial on this look, so I was just like so excited and happy and like surprised that so many of you guys liked that look and wanted a tutorial on it. So I knew I had to recreate it for you as soon as possible. I am using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette, and so far I've really been liking it. I've been wearing this eyeshadow palette exclusively since I purchased it on Sunday, so I've really been liking it. And how crazy is it to say that I haven't touched these brown shades? I've really only been using this half of the palette since I got it. So yeah, I'm really excited to share you guys this tutorial, share with you guys this tutorial. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe now and give this video a thumbs up if you like this look, and we'll just get into it. I'm gonna start off with some moisturizer. This is Dior Hydra Life. I like this because it's lightweight and it doesn't leave any film on the skin at all. It really just like sinks in and then it's gone. But it provides the moisturization that you need. I mean, it doesn't just like disappear. It doesn't linger on the skin. I'm gonna prime my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion and Anti-Aging. Stuff is just one of the best eyeshadow primers of all time. With those Tarte eyeshadows, I don't feel like there's a ton of fallout, so I don't feel the need to do foundation after eyeshadow. I feel like I can do my foundation before my eyeshadow. So today we are actually going to be mixing some foundations because I did fake tan last night and I'm kind of in between shades. So I'm going to be mixing the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. This one is in the shade Camel, and I'm going to be mixing it with Fenty Beauty, and this is in the shade 310. So you really have to shake up the Fenty foundation because it separates. So I'm going to do a pump of Fenty and like half a pump of the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. And then because both of these are matte foundations and I don't really like a completely matte finish, I'm going to be using just a tiny bit of the Milk Face Gloss. I mean, just the smallest little drop. Pretty good color match. My forehead always turns out a little bit darker whenever I self-tan. I don't know why. I think it's just because my face is naturally darker on my forehead to begin with, so the self-tan just makes it double dark. The first order of business is putting down a transition shade. I personally just don't feel like this palette has anything transition-y to me, so I would just say use any powder or bronzer that you have. I'm going to be using Becca's Ipanema Sun. Somebody told me how to say this, but I forgot already. So I'm just gonna brush that into my crease. I just feel like a transition shade really will help blend everything out and just make everything look more blended overall. You know what I mean? I don't have any lip balm in the near visible distance of myself, so I'm gonna use some of this Milk Face Gloss. Maybe it'll be a new lip balm thing that what am I even trying to say? Anyway, let's move on. So after transition shade, I'm gonna go in with this shadow right here, and I'm just going to lightly pop that into the crease on top of the bronzer, just to add a little bit more depth. And I'm using a LA Girl 202 brush. Next, we're gonna go in with that gray shade right there. I'm picking this up on a Marc Jacobs crease brush. And just kind of softly sweeping it back and forth. Then on my finger, I'm picking up that gray shade, and I'm just going to apply this to the inner half of my eyelid. I just think your finger works the best for applying shadows onto your lid. Most of the time, it's your best tool. So I'm just gonna apply this. I'm not applying it to the outer corner though, because we're gonna be using a different shade there, and I want the darkest shade to be as intense as possible. Next, on a pencil brush, I'm using a Zoeva 230. You're gonna pick up this sapphire shade right here, and what you wanna do is apply it to the outer corner of the eye. Just start right there and then slowly pull it in towards the center of the eye. Just work in small spaces, and then you'll have like less room for error the smaller of a space you work with, and just build the color up. And then, this is why you wanna use a pencil brush, so that you can give it a little bit of a smudgy wing shape. I like to use my face to, you know, stabilize the hand, and then just use it as you would a pencil, kind of like draw on a wing and then fill it in with the shadow. I'm gonna take that Marc Jacobs brush again and just slowly blend everything out. You don't wanna take away the cat eye shape, so you're just kind of carefully moving the product around so that it's softer and hazy, but you still wanna keep the cat eye shape, so just blend with a really light hand. To conceal, I'm using NARS Radiant Creamy in the shade Ginger. I'm just gonna pop this under my eyes, and then to kind of bring light to other parts of my face, but not to put too much coverage on the skin, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. It's a lot more sheer, which I think you guys can tell. I don't know if you can see so much on camera, but it's much more sheer than the NARS Radiant. So typically when I do concealer, I like to let it set for a moment before I start blending it in, and then I do my brows. So I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Brow Multitasker. This one, I'm going to be using the, I'm going to start off with the pencil side and just fill in the sparse areas of my brows. And then it actually has this cool segment with powder in it. So I always brush the excess off on the back of my hand, just so I don't go in too heavy. And then I use the powder just to create a little bit more of an overall filled in look, but not too heavy. Now after I've done my brows, I feel like my concealer has had a moment to kind of sink in, and I blend it out with my beauty blender. To set the concealer, just because we're gonna be doing a smoky eye and I don't want the shadows moving around too much, I'm going to set my under eye concealer with the Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder. I don't like a lot of powder, so I just press this under the eyes. I zoomed you guys back in. I'm gonna go back in with that pencil brush and that sapphire shade. Well, actually no, first we're gonna go in with this gray shade, and I'm just gonna apply that to the outer corner, bring it in a little bit. Sorry, I went out of frame. So I'm just applying it like right here. And then I'm gonna take that sapphire shadow, and that's just gonna go like right on the outer corner. Okay, this is how I got that awesome, beautiful sparkle on top of the shadow. It's the Natasha Denona Eye Chroma Crystal Top Coat. I'm using the one in the shade Bronze, and I'm just gonna tap my finger in until I get about that much, and I'm just gonna press this all over the eyelid. I don't want a ton of sparkle. I want a lot, don't get me wrong, but I don't want it to be like a solid sparkle. I want it to just be like a twinkling effect. To contour my face, I'm going to be using Havana from Anastasia. So just under the cheekbones. I'm going to do a little bit on the sides of my nose. And then I'm taking it by the hairline as well. Just like a light contour. I don't like to be too contoured when I have such a dramatic eye on. I feel like it's just a little bit too much. But there's never too much. I was like, okay, that did not work. There's never too much, there's so much. What the fuck? There's never such a thing. There's no such thing as too much bronzer. So I'm gonna be using the Becca bronzer that I used earlier as my transition shade. I'm just going to pop that all over the face. I feel like adding that milk gloss to the foundation really worked out. I actually really love the way it looks. So to highlight the skin, I'm using Champagne Pop Poured. You just want to make sure you warm it up with your finger. And as always, I like to just kind of like work the excess onto the back of my hand. I think it just helps you from coming in too hot with so much product. This is the Marc Jacobs Blackout Eyeliner, and I'm just using this to tightline and put a little bit on my lower lash line, right in the waterline. For mascara, I'm using Maybelline Lash Sensation Curvitude. And then for lips, I'm going to start off with the Gorgeous Cosmetics Lip Pencil in Barely There. And then the nude lip color that I was wearing was and is going to be Sunday Funday from Too Faced. my hair. I don't like how my lips are chapped and you can like see it. So I'm gonna use a little bit of gloss. This is Jouer's Maiden Lane. And then you know what, guys? I'm gonna try the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. So close everything that has powder and spray this. Oh, what the heck? It's like not coming out. I feel like nothing is touching my face. Oh, I see it. It looks like I have body glitter on. I don't know if I like that. I feel like it just put glitter all over my face. Guys, I don't know if I like that. I feel like it just put like a visible glitter, not like a shimmer or a sheen. I feel like there's like visible glitter on me. It looks like I'm wearing body glitter. Huh. I don't know. Guys, so this is the finished look from that, well, this is the finished tutorial from that look. I really like this. I really like this eyeshadow palette a lot. I just think that you should know that it's pretty much completely shimmer. I wouldn't know about this one because I actually haven't swatched that one. I guess that one's more on the matte side, but these are like, you know, predominantly shimmery shadows, and there's nothing, why was I holding this like a claw? It's not a bad thing, it's just that you probably will need a couple matte shadows to throw into the mix unless you like to do completely shimmery looks. But overall I really like the palette. How crazy is it to say that I haven't really even touched these brown tones and I haven't touched the gold one? Who am I? But yeah, I was just like, I want to try something blue and gray and like see if I'm feeling it, and I don't know, this palette just really spoke to me, and maybe like my new favorite thing is going to be gray eyeshadow. Who knows? But I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions about this look, you can always hit me up in the comments down below. You know, I'll get back to you. I'm going to link all the products that I used in the description box down below as well. And I think that's all I have to say. I will have my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Twitter down below as well. Please come follow me on there. Leave a comment down below just to say hi. Why am I holding this dirty makeup wipe? Like, this is what I've been using to wipe my face wipe my hands off the whole time I've been filming the tutorial. And if you guys have any specific videos that you'd like to see in the near future, like any specific makeup tutorials, or I don't know, just any types of videos that you guys really want to see, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, and just leave a comment down below to say hi because I love talking to you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Be sure to subscribe if you didn't earlier. Bye guys, see you in my next video.